Hey guys, so we talked yesterday about breaking down the program. We looked at the sets yesterday. Today we're gonna look at the repetitions. All right, so a couple of notes from yesterday's video. We looked at inverse relationship between sets and reps. So the higher the sets, the less the repetitions, and the higher the repetitions, the less the sets, okay? And workout time, remember, any case, 30 to 45 minutes is optimal for the hormonal response. All right, and then we'll look at a couple things with regards to the reps. So, okay, for any beginners, right, you're learning a new movement or like a new motor pattern, right? You want to stick with high repetitions, like 12 to 30, but make sure you don't go to fatigue, because if you go to fatigue and you practice bad form, you start going to failure, then your body's gonna remember like the last two repetitions that you've done. So if the last two repetitions you've done are like poor form, your body's gonna remember that, and then anytime you do that same pattern, say like a push-up, or which probably wouldn't be a beginner's exercise, but let's say a TRX press, something that you're trying to learn like the shoulder hip integration, to doing a push-up, you want to make sure your body learns that properly, because that way when you actually grow and then start developing into like a modified and then a full push-up and then a weighted push-up, your body's performing the exercise properly. All right, so just always remember new patterns, high repetitions, do them slowly and really understand what's going on. All right, let's talk about, all right, so let's go into the reps in terms of like what the goal is, what you're looking for. So maximum strength, 1 to 8 reps. 1 to 6 is fairly optimal, but 1 to 8 will still get the job done. All right, so you won't really go wrong if you go up to 8 reps, but 8 will be the max. So just be careful with that. And then we'll talk about the neural to muscular fatigue after. Hypertrophy, 6 to 12 reps. So remember, if you're looking for muscle size, or you're looking for growth, then 6 to 12 reps is the range you want to be in. And then strength endurance, if you're looking more to like to tone up, then you'll stay in that 12 to 20 rep range. All right, so strength endurance. And we'll talk about how the ranges are formed. So if you're trying to build strength, you're gonna be working more on the neural side of the body. So like the nervous system will be working a little more than the muscular system. So we have more neural fatigue is greater than muscular fatigue with the rep range of 1 to 8. When you get to hypertrophy, so you have neural fatigue is less than or equal to the muscular fatigue. So this is basically the equal to is from 6 to 8 reps. It's gonna be a little equal to there, but then higher than 8 reps is gonna be more muscular fatigue, and then strength endurance is going to be neural fatigue is less than muscular fatigue. So this just be flipped around a little bit, but it's going to be neural fatigue is less than muscular fatigue. So it's going to be more muscular fatigue when you're doing the high repetitions. Slow twitch training. So here we have slow twitch and fast twitch muscles. Right. So slow twitch muscles is more for endurance. Also like postural muscles, right? Those muscles you're going to use for like 12 to 20 reps, stay in the high rep range. And if you're doing like fast twitch muscles, then you're gonna be looking for like low to moderate reps. All right, so moderate would come up to 12, and 12 and higher you go would be slow twitch. All right, so example would be you have the soleus and the gastroc. Right, so both muscles of the calf. The soleus is more for like the postural effect of the foot, and the gastroc is more for the actual moving. Okay, so just again stick with the high reps for if you don't train the soleus, and gastroc stick with the low to moderate, and that just goes for every muscles throughout the body. So if you always look at what muscle, what function it is it fast twitch fibers, slow twitch fibers, and we'll go into that in a different video. But now we're just talking about knowing how to put the reps in when you're doing your program. All right, so that's just a little review. Just remember again, sets versus reps, inverse relationship. The higher the sets, the less the reps, and the higher the reps, the less the sets. And also the workout time, 30 to 45 minutes max. Don't go higher than that. Especially if you're doing like high intensity, it's gonna be a little closer to 30 or 35 minutes if you're doing it properly. And that's gonna give you the optimal hormone response. If you overtrain, then you can end up getting hurt. So you don't wanna do that. And you can really like shock your nervous system, and it will take a lot longer to recover. You'll find that you're not recovering in time, you're always tired. So it can affect your adrenals, and it can affect a lot that's going on and just outside of the gym. So just be careful with overtraining, and just stick with a nice simple program. Especially if you're a beginner getting started, like stick with high repetitions, less sets, and really learning the movements. All right. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. Also, check out our website, DekhanaWellness.com. Thanks.